But the other thing I wanted to mention is a really, I think, really important study that came out last year, Stanford University, where they looked at a group of mostly women. Now, it's not, I will paraphrase by saying this was not a large study, and it certainly wasn't a diverse group. It was mostly white women. It was divided into 18 and 18. 18 people did a high fermented foods diet, and 18 people did a high fiber-rich diet. And they wanted to look at different parameters. They looked at 19 different inflammatory markers. They looked at the immune system, how the immune system was behaving, and they also looked at microbial diversity. And I don't know if you saw this study, but I'm going to ask you, which group do you think was able to attain the greatest gut microbiome diversity, the fiber-rich diet group or the high fermented foods group?
Maybe I'd go with fiber if it had a diversity of fiber.
That's what I would have said.
Mm-hmm.
And the surprising result was, and that's what they teach in functional medicine. They're like, eat the rainbow, eat a bunch of fiber, like that creates diversity in the gut microbiome. And yet it was the fermented foods group that was able to reach the highest diversity.
Interesting. Well,
Yeah.
with some fermented foods, there's quite an amazing diversity of microorganisms in them.
But you can't think of it as just like, you know, the reason that I was thinking that fiber was better is because fiber is a prebiotic and it's going to feed a wide variety.
Mm-hmm.
But what I realized is that our thinking of fermented foods is a little bit limited. Mm-hmm. Because we're thinking like you're eating, you know, if you're drinking kefir, you're getting a lactobacillus, whatever it is. And that's what you're adding to your gut.
Yeah.
No, you're seeding a bacteria that's going to create postbiotic metabolites that then feeds other groups of bacteria, and it's going to support the growth of this whole complex group of bacteria. So it's actually increasing microbial diversity. Mm-hmm. And the other thing that the fermented foods diet did was lower 19 markers of inflammation.
Nice.
Whereas the fiber-rich diet, what it did was it helped with immunomodulation. Mm-hmm. And it benefited people who were healthier more than people who started with an unhealthy diet.